So we now have an animation. It's rigged and ready to go. Everything is a child of the foot. We have checked all the registration points. So let's make an animation out of this. Just a very simple one. So with foot, if we're moving foot, everything should move. And it does. So what I'm going to do is a keyframe at the end so that it starts and ends the same way. I'm going to do a keyframe in the middle, and I'm going to squash it a little bit. We'll do a little bit of distortion. And then what I'm going to do is select all of that and either go to Insert, Create Classic Tween, or right-click the selection in there, make it a Classic Tween. Because these are all symbols, they can be tweened. So the first stage is just bobbing up and down like that. Then what I will do is just progressively work up the chain here. So with bottom leg, I want the bottom leg to go back at the knee. So it's going to end the same way there, F6 in the middle, so it's going to start and end the same way. So this is a nice loop. In the center, I'll really throw that back quite a lot. And then do a classic tween, and then we'll get a big rocking like that. Then with the knee, F6 at the end, so it goes back to normal, F6 in the middle. I'm going to really push that forward. Let's see how far forward we can get it. Okay, classic tween, and see what that does. Okay, so you get quite a lot of bend in there. Okay, it's blinking along the way because, of course, in eye hole, it's all happening within there. What I'll do as well, let's get some wing movement. So just remember that arm top is the parent here, so you can go in arm top, do F6 at the end so it goes back with the loop, put F6 in the middle, and I might throw it back. Let's throw it forward. See what that looks like. So do opposite to what the legs are doing. Okay. And then afterwards you can always make it a bit more subtle or do whatever. That looks alright. Let's do some hair. So when it goes down, the hair flops up. So let's have a look here. The hair, right. Everything is paired to the head. So let's not worry about the hair left, but let's just do something with the hair right. That little tuft of hair. So an F6 at the end to make sure it returns to normal, an F6 in the middle. And let's throw that up a bit. Yeah, let's throw it up a bit. In fact, I could probably move that across, but let's just see what that looks like. Yeah. So just very simple, but you can start moving things around all over the place. Do like a little idle or something. I have no idea what he's doing here, but we're at least just picking things to bits here. So what I'll do with that hair actually, I think, is I'll move this across. I'll click and I'll drag it across to the end so it's the same at the start and the end. So I'll drag it across, and before I let go, I will hit Option so that it copies it exactly. I will then copy it in the middle so all these frames are the same. Whoa, let's not do that. Alright, let's just do this manually. Probably shouldn't have tried that. So we've then got just a little bit of movement in the hair. We've got movement in the wing there. And we're looking okay. So let's do the head. So I will do F6 there, I'll do F6 in the middle. And let's just throw the head back a little bit. So classic tween. Let's throw the head back even more. So you can experiment, you can try lots of different things, and you can get all sorts of different movement in there. So what you would do with your character, if you're going to use this technique, is you would do a lot more detail in the pieces to start with. I wouldn't necessarily do gradients, and I wouldn't necessarily do edges as in stroke. I'd do fairly simple pieces, and I would put highlights and shadows just in pieces on the top. Okay? Then put it all in layers, make sure you've grouped everything, bring it across, and you can do all this sort of stuff. So just to finish off, and you probably could have done this in Illustrator, I might just drag this down here, do shadow, do just a really simple shadow. Oh. Okay. Let's just do really light grey. In fact, I'll probably go even lighter than that. Okay. Let's actually make that into a symbol. Call it shadow, which means we can do something to it. There's the shadow there. Right, we have shadow in there. We've made a quick symbol out of it. It should appear in here. I will do an F6 at the end, an F6 in the middle. If I even just make it a bit bigger and give it a classic tween, it will look like it's being changed. Okay. Kind of cool. And if you go to each keyframe, just to finish off, you go to each keyframe, you click on the instance of it on the stage, you can go in here to color effects and you can change the alpha. So I could even do like 40%. Yeah. So let's have a look. Shadow 40%. I'll do the middle, say 60% or something like that, or near enough to. It's okay to be fairly rough with this. So there you go, just some really simple movement. Not sure what he's doing there, but that's how you can piece together bits of a character and just get it to move in a little loop. Okay,